What's good, family, and welcome to Enjoy the Journey. I am your host, Devontae Lamont, and today I have with me the Tiunna Lemons. She is the wife of the late, great Kevin Lemons. She is the founder of Lady T's Apparel. She is a director. She is a phenomenal woman of God. She is a well-dressed woman with a great aesthetic, and she is here to share with us. How you doing, Miss Tiunna?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, baby. You look good.
Well, thank you. So do you.
You look good, baby. These shoes. I wish the camera could come down to see the shoe. Oh my God, thank you for coming. Oh my God. So we were talking, and I did not know you were right here from Atlanta.
I am. I am from Decatur, Georgia, born and raised.
So what is it like? Because I've only been here a year. So what is it? What was it like growing up in Atlanta? I mean, I'm from Indiana, so I remember watching TV like, oh my God, Atlanta looks so cool. Like, what was it like, as your childhood growing up in this city?
Now, here's the thing. There's a song, they had this big thing talking about you're not really from Atlanta if you're from Decatur. You're not, so most of my life was spent in Decatur.
Wow.
I didn't get to the South Side to even experience Atlanta until actually 2004. Whoa. So from the time I was born to 2004, nothing like that. But as far as the, just Atlanta overall, it's always been busy.
Yeah.
Everybody looks and is like, you're just a city girl. Yeah, I am a city girl. It wasn't as busy though. Like what you get now and what everybody runs to now is nothing.
What about the traffic?
Traffic, nothing like that. It was easy breezy. Restaurants everywhere. Traffic was smooth. It wasn't all of this migrating. And then all of a sudden, Hollywood happened.
Yeah.
And then now everybody's moving here. And you all are moving in and I want to run out.
Listen, to be fair, I never wanted to move to Atlanta. But the reason I didn't want to move to Atlanta, because I'm like, why is everybody flocking to Atlanta? Now, God sent me on assignment. That's a different story.
That's a different story.
That's a story for another day. But I'm for real, like I said, listen, Atlanta's closed.
Closed.
We don't need nobody else to move.
Closed. And you're here now, and now you're like, Atlanta's closed.
It's closed.
Yes.
Listen.
But no, I love it. I love it. I love, new people, like you said, different assignments, different journeys. So I don't knock anybody for coming to Atlanta. I always tell people, if you want to move here, get here with a plan.
With a plan. Ooh. Now you said something right there, 'cause people come here with a hope and a dream.
You got to have a plan. If you're not born, you got to have a plan.
Got to. So let's talk about it. So you went to Morris Brown College.
I did.
Oh my God. So tell me about your experience at Morris Brown.
So I actually started at Morris Brown in '96.
Wow.
And when I say the best HBCU experience ever, I danced for a little bit, Bubbling Brown just for a little bit.
Come on.
And then things happened with the transition of the school. So money happened, it shut down. And then when we got back up and running, I decided to go back in 2008. And so I went back in 2008. They still were unaccredited, but I wanted to finish where I started. Yeah. And so I ended up graduating in 2010. And so, now they're back full swing, accredited, building, and then, but the best band, I love NBC.
Speaking of the band, so my first, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but my first introduction to Morris Brown College was in the movie Drumline.
Really?
When the Morris Brown College was playing, I was like, they're really good. Is this a real school?
It is a real school. It is the real deal.
That is amazing. And so, and I know because I'll be watching your posts, you'll be like, Morris Brown alum. And I'm like, okay, so Morris Brown must have been doing some stuff. So are you still involved in any things that they're doing now?
I am. Actually, my godson is the SGA president, and so he keeps me busy. I try to support him in everything that I do. And then just to see the building of the school, and now I'm actually pursuing a master's at ITC.
Wow.
So in doing that, in that conjunction, still HBCU, I try to stay connected and just keep people connected. It is an amazing institution. And right now, for what they're doing and how they're building and even their pricing, you can't beat it. Wow. So I would recommend anybody, if you really want an HBCU experience or to be there at a level and a ground up, Morris Brown all day.
Now, does Morris Brown have what do they call it? Like certification programs?
They do. They do have
Wow.
certification programs.
That is amazing.
They
'Cause
do.
I know a lot of people want to go into different areas, and some people are looking back, looking for a trade, looking for certifications, or some people may want to go back full time. So I think that's good to know.
They
Wow.
absolutely do. It's full. They have a full run of everything. So
Wow.
yeah, check it
I
out.
might look into it.
You
Yes,
need
ma'am. We're
to.
gonna talk after this.
Yes.
I want to go back. So that's such a good thing. So Morris Brown College, and then so what was your life like when you left Morris Brown?
Um, Empty.
Wow.
hmm In the beginning, like when the accreditation thing happened, I was lost.
Mhm.
Because still I was trying to kind of find my niche.
Mhm.
Now, when after I graduated from Morris Brown, I when I finally did in 2010, I had been married 3 years.
Wow.
So I got married in 2007, went back to school in 2008,
That's
and
amazing.
in 2010, so it was tricky because the economy was changing.
Mhm.
So here I am with this degree in organizational management and leadership, which I had already been in management and leadership at that point for over 10 years. And so, just trying to find a place because the economy was shifting. So it was like, what do I want to do? What careers are open? And this was during the time when it was about who do you know?
Mhm.
And even now it's still about who do you know, not actually you getting hired upon your merit. So it was a real like
Wow.
tricky season.
Yeah. How was it? Because you say by this time you were married 3 years. How was it being a wife and, navigating an early marriage and going back to school?
Difficult.
I'm like, wow.
One, because I was married to Kevin Lemons. So that
Wow.
was that higher calling. So trying to balance choir, school, church, trying to balance all of that, and then still trying to honor my assignment as a wife
As a wife.
because my husband was spoiled. And so me being at school, I'm getting text messages, phone calls, all of that. So yes, it really does happen. And he did
Wow.
not, it was an adjustment for him.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was definitely an adjustment. But you have to like learn balance at the
Yeah.
same time. So it was a lot.
Speaking of being a wife, so you got married in 2000, like you said, to the Kevin Lemons. Oh my God, Kevin Lemons and Higher Calling. I mean, first off, the baddest choir in the world. Yep, I
Oh,
said it.
thanks.
The baddest choir in the world. So, I mean, we all know Kevin Lemons as, this great director, but what was it like with you? You knew him better than anybody. What was it like being married to Kevin Lemons?
It was fun, but it was definitely a journey.
Wow.
Definitely. But people think Kevin is this mean,
That's a little
hard.
stern.
Yes, he's very stern. Now he is. Now I would tell him he is mean, but he wasn't mean. He
Mhm.
was a softie. He loved people. He taught me how to love people.
Wow.
Because for the longest I was nervous around people. I didn't like people. I love
Wow.
people. I didn't
Yeah.
like being around
Yeah.
people. And but he was a softie until it came to his music. When it comes to that music, drill
Ooh.
sergeant.
I mean, even the way he commanded a stage. I mean, I remember the first time I saw him direct, like I told you, I used to sing with James Andrews
Mm-hmm.
Seasons. And I remember we took a bus to Atlanta. And I remember that was my first time hearing you all. And to see, I mean, he would just be, and the choir would just be, and I'm like, and then let's talk about you because that's when I became a fan of you. So I'm a choir head as well, and I remember in choirs I used to always have an obsession with the soprano that stood next to the tenor. So, like example, in New G, it would be Erica
Yes.
Harper, and Zion Movement, it would be Brandy Michelle. But when it came to higher calling, it was Tiana. I'm like, baby, she'd be over there screaming. I'm like, where did you get such a gift like that to sing? Because of course, I believe in a choir is there. Everyone is ministering to someone, and you always minister to me. What is it about singing that is? I don't know. Is it in you? What is it that it's such? Let me reframe it, and then Dre, I need you to edit this because I am all over my words. But I've always admired you as a soprano.
Wow.
Just seeing you sing and seeing you minister. Where did you get that strong gift of singing?
I can't even tell you.
Wow.
I have been singing since the age of 3.
Mm.
I remember doing my first song at 3, which is very funny. Actually, I used to be very insecure
Wow.
as a soprano because I was always loud.
Wow.
Um, and I used to get picked on because I was loud,
Wow.
but then as I grew older, people started to depend on me because I was loud.
Yeah.
The funny part about it is when I started singing with Hard Calling, I came to the first rehearsal and Kevin said, "Okay, sing." So I'm singing and I'm like, "Okay, I'm loud." I never walked around like I can sing.
Uh-huh.
My mom was a drill sergeant when it came to church. Like she made sure we were in the choir. We came to rehearsal. We did it. And my mom, she sings in the choir, but she's not a singer.
Mm.
And so anytime anybody would ask to lead the song, oh, she can do it, she can do it, she can do it. It almost like Ike Turnerish. I'm still scarred from that.
Come on, get out
But
there.
she was like, she can sing it, she can sing it. And I'm like, I don't want to sing it. You're gonna sing it. So when I got in Higher Calling, he said sing. So I sung and I sung and everybody was like, oh, okay, like yes.
Wow.
And he looked at me, he said, oh, I mean, that was nice, but you're loud.
Oh,
And I was like,
okay.
who are you talking to? you know? And so, but from that point, he trained me
Wow.
on how to control. He was very wise from his age and, for his age, and his father taught him a lot. His father had a choir. They're the oldest community choir in the U.S., the Atlanta Masonic Choir.
Wow.
So they're actually in the Guinness Book of World Records.
That's amazing.
And so his lineage, his grandmother started the Atlanta Masonic Choir. Like there's a lineage, a strong lineage for him. So the training that I got from him, even the training I got in school, I sung in choir in high school, in college, honors course, those type things. So I just love to sing. That was my outlet. I never looked at all of these things that I do now vocally or that I hear vocally or people compliment vocally. I promise you, I'm just now learning it as an adult.
Wow. And you said he was 17 when he started Higher Calling. So you were 17 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So what was that like, especially with him being a leader and leading people that were his elders? Like, what was that experience like for both of you?
For me, it was family. For me, because it was a getaway, a safe space. I still was dealing with a lot, because I was 17. So I'm trying to figure adulthood out. What is this gonna be like? I still was living at home with my mom. So, I'm looking at people who are independent and out on their own. But to see these people that actually, like any community choir, most of it starts in their home church. That's where a lot of the singers came from. And so they already knew each other. But to see that they respected him in that regard, when I look back on it, it is a beautiful thing. And even to this day, it's like it's no bad blood, no bad. Like we call them some mom, dad, big brother, big sister. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But to think back on it now, back then in the 90s, people just wanted to sing. So they didn't care. They just wanted to sing. Now it's all technical. But back then, singing was fun.
Yeah. I wish we can go back to that time.
I do too. I honestly do. I honestly do.
Where it was just literally having a good time and still being saved and young and having a good time.
Yeah.
I miss that without all the competition, without all the technical stuff.
Yeah.
I just miss singing and having a good time.
Yes.
So now you are a director. What has that transition been like for you to now singing to now I am the lead director of the choir?
It has been a lot. So the thing about it is a lot of people don't know I had been directed since 13. So actually, when Kevin and I became friends, he came to my church one day and we were having a conference and he saw me direct. So he knew I could. I directed in high school. My chemistry teachers who started me directing. And so naturally, when I got in Higher Calling, it was like I directed at church. But I'm a girl. I'll let you handle all the hard stuff. Let that be that. Now stepping into the forefront, it definitely is an adjustment. It was an adjustment for the choir, honestly, because a lot of them didn't know I did this. This isn't a choice that I made. And let me be clear there. Literally, when Kevin transitioned, I looked at Mark, who I stand beside, and he's the assistant director. And I told him I say, if you want to do this, you're the assistant director. You can do it, and I'll stand in my spot and sing. He looked at me and said, we'll come back and have this conversation later. Wow. And so what ended up happening was because we've been together for so long, I know my people.
Yeah.
So it was like, where do we go from here? So I just wanted to get everybody in the room.
Wow.
I didn't know whether we were still gonna sing. I didn't know what we were gonna do. And of course, when we all get together, we gonna sing. And so it kind of just started from there. They started singing. Parts went left. I started correcting parts. Mark walks up to me and say, "Okay, you're going to do this."
Wow.
And I'm like, "I don't want to do this." He's like, "But you're going to."
Wow.
And it was like, you have to. And that's kind of how I stepped into this role. But in that, God just started reigniting like gifts, because I started remembering, I do know how to do this. I do this. Kevin and I talked about this behind closed doors. He actually threw me up a couple times in rehearsal to do things, but I never knew it was preparing me for this. So it's definitely been a transition, but it's definitely been a growth.
Wow.
For me, because I'm on this journey to discovering and rediscovering who Tiunna is musically, who Tiunna is, just who she is as an adult. I've been tied to someone for 27 years, so now I'm discovering myself in a single capacity. Letting the world see me in this regard, adjusting to the critics. Adjusting, it's a lot.
How is that? And I love what you said, because a lot of people, they see you, but how has it how have you been able to sustain yourself since your husband's transition? Because what I see is a strong woman who has such a relentless spirit, who is encouraging people through her journey of a transition. But if you don't mind sharing, what has that transition been like for you, and how can you use that experience to help encourage somebody else?
Um, my grief experience is very unique. I had to learn that very, very early. I learned that, and some people actually got angry because I don't grieve like others.
Wow.
That's not my assignment.
Right.
And I had to accept that. I got mad about it.
Yeah.
I wanted to hide, but literally God was like, you have to walk this out publicly. You're going to have to. And he strategically lined things up to where I literally have been moving for the last 2 years. And so when I had that angry conversation with God, I was like, well, why are you putting me in a position to heal people that hurt me? Why are you putting me in position to heal people and I'm not even healed yet? And he was like, unfortunately, it's not about you, it's about them.
Jesus.
And you're going to have to walk this out publicly. Like, your growth is about to be seen publicly. And so this journey has been very had different.
Yeah.
And honestly, just being candid between you and I, when Kevin transitioned, I gave myself 90 days to live.
Wow.
Literally.
Really?
We had been tied together so long. Normally when husbands pass away, you looking for, you be sitting there looking for the wife any day now.
Yeah.
No matter how old. But my heart was so broken that you could literally feel the muscle, if you could feel it. And I just knew. So I went and took care of all of my stuff. And I looked at the lady and said, I will see you. If I make it by the end of March, I know God has a purpose.
Wow.
And so I can share this now. It's comfortable. I just got to a place where I can share that.
Wow.
And my friends, my godson, they sat and watched me for 90 days, literally, just like, let's see. And when April came, I said, okay, God, so whatever your purpose, and I still was moving, doing things. We did BMIs. We were just doing. And literally, I was like, God, if whatever your purpose is, okay, show me. And he has shown me. And for me, grief has been, I don't get to experience grief in like, today is sadness, today is this, today is this.
Right.
When God was doing it, he literally packaged it up, in my opinion, in a huge ball and said, I got to throw all this at you at one time because I have too much for you to do.
My God.
And so it definitely has been a hard adjustment. I'm just coming off the hymns of, I called it the great reveal. You start to realize who tolerated you, who was there because they loved you, who's there because they just loved Kevin. And it was hard, but it toughened me up.
Wow.
It toughened me up. Now, Kevin toughened me up, but this,
but yeah,
it toughened me up, So it definitely has been a reveal. But when I say I have no regrets, I have no regrets.
One, I want to say I am glad that you're still here. I'm glad that you found that strength within you because you are so necessary. And to see you, you look nothing like what you've been through.
Thank you.
You look nothing like it. And so I am grateful for your vulnerability because I believe that when people watch this, they are going to say, if she can do it, I can do it. Because there are people who are literally like, who have lost loved ones, whether it be a parent or a child, who feel like, I can't go on after this. But I believe that God has used you for this generation as a model to help those who are in grief and who are in transition, because at some point we are all going to go through a transition. So I want to say I honor you because even through your transition, I was able to be encouraged. I haven't lost anyone, but I saw how you were relentless. I saw how you kept going, and I was going through a season of depression around the time of his passing. And you don't even know, I was watching you. I was like, if she's gonna make it, I was in 3 mental institutions
Wow.
during, and I remember watching you, and I'm like, if she's still going, she's still strong. So you don't even know you birthed me out of a terrible, depressing season because I'm trying not to cry, Lord, because I watched how you kept going and how you kept ministering and you kept leading, and I was watching your life, and you didn't know it, of course. Um, but that goes to say that you never know who's watching you. And had you had given up, we wouldn't even be sitting here today.
Wow.
So I want to say thank you for holding on. Thank you for being who you are, for being as relentless and tenacious as you are, and for overcoming the journey and being consistent on the journey because Tiunna, you are so necessary. I'm not gonna.
All
lose
right,
it
you
right
got me
now.
about to lose it too, because this is what it is about
Oh,
for me. My prayer has always been, God, whatever, I don't understand the space that I'm in, but for whatever reason you have me in this space, just show me why you have me in this space. So to hear you say that, it fuels me, and it lets me know that what I'm doing, it's a purpose behind it. I raised the question. People always say God won't put more on you than you can bear, and I say I beg to differ. And I I think He does that because He has to prove and show you how strong you are.
my God.
And that's just my perspective. That's His perspective that I got. And the other thing that I think that God uses me to do is that He can show you that it's okay to smile while doing this. Grief doesn't have to be sad, especially when you're good to people.
Yeah.
You know, when you're good to people, I don't have anything to be sad about. And you're not gonna make me feel guilty for smiling. You're not gonna make me feel guilty for moving forward. And moving forward, you really have to mentally get to that place. And I just got to that place. And when I tell you, it is such a liberating and amazing feeling. And my husband wouldn't want me to be held up because it will have you in bondage.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you. You literally just confirmed so much for me in that moment.
Praise God. Thank you,
you.
Lord. Thank you, Lord. Woo! My God. So
See?
Lady T's apparel. Let's go there. So Lady T's apparel. So for
Yes.
anybody that knows you, know that you always dress to the T.
Well, thank you.
First off, let's go there. Where did your sense of fashion come from?
Actually, Kevin Lemons.
Wow. Kevin was just the man.
Kevin Lemons. I did. And then after Kevin came and introduced me to a couple of things, my son, Marcus Jeffrey, you may know him or follow him. Jeffrey's Market.
Oh, yes,
yes.
the designer.
That's my godson. So
I love him.
Listen, hit him up, follow him. But
I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt. He made me a piece like years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, you really make me happy. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to professional mode now. All right, go ahead.
But he keeps me together. But outside of that, I had to learn. Like I said, I'm a Baptist girl. So when I met Kevin, it was like, listen, whatever you want to see, buy it, and I'll put it on, and let that be that. And that's how it started. But then here comes Marcus as time evolves.
Wow.
And here comes Marcus, and he's like, Mom, no, do this, do this, and do. Now, they've trained me enough where I can do it myself. So if you tell me, like, today I put my own clothes on. So if you tell me I did good today, I did. Celebrate me, I did great. Okay. But, and then it's a feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's based on how I feel. And I realize even in sadness, you have to you have to push yourself to still
Mm-hmm.
present your best self, how
Yeah.
you want to feel, you know.
Yeah.
And so now I'm in, like I said, an amazing space. So when I get up, I'm like, I work from home, right? So they
Right.
pick on me because I still get up. I'll dress like this working from home.
Kill it.
Like,
I
no,
love
it
that.
doesn't stop.
Because what is this thing? And I don't work from home, but people that work from home like be in pajamas
And
all day and
bonnets and
bonnets. Yes.
no.
Like I wonder, because for me, someone who has overcome, depression, like even for me, I used to have to get up. So I'm like, you just sit there like in your pajamas all day?
Yeah, I can't do it.
No.
We have to run this day like a normal routine
Yeah.
because I don't know who's gonna see. I don't know when I'm gonna have to run out this door. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, you have to stay ready all the time.
Stay ready.
Stay
So
ready.
tell us about Lady T's apparel. Like, so where did that vision come from?
um, actually, there's so many things that are birthed out of low places, and so Lady T's apparel. One, it started because I had a bunch of clothes that I needed to get rid of. That was number one. But then God started dropping these sayings, and you know, people started laughing at me because of things I would say on platforms that I don't have a clue what I said. And so I wanted to, one of the statements that I made, gratitude trumps grief. And that's really where it started. In everything through this process, or even depression, whatever grief is so many different things. It's not just somebody that passes away. We grieve jobs, we grieve everybody.
Mhm.
You know, we grieve friendships, we grieve. So we have to look at it differently. And
Mhm.
everything we do, we have to be thankful.
Wow.
And so I was like, God, even in this, my gratitude trumps grief. My gratitude, it trumps everything I'm
Gratitude
going.
trumps grief.
It trumps grief. It overshadows grief. And the more that I thank him, the more doors he started to open. So I was like, okay, let me just jump out here. I was like, everybody else is doing t-shirt lines. I didn't think I can do it because I thought the market was oversaturated. And God was like, no, there's room out here for everybody.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where it kind of just birthed from.
Wow.
So, you know, it's a whole line of shirts. I have Sweep Through Jesus. Any saying that I've said, it is on a shirt.
I love it. So, what is next for the life of Tiunna Lemons? So, we talked about your journey, but what does the future look like for you?
Oh my God, what does it look like? We're still writing. We're
Ooh,
writing the
yeah.
story. But what I can say is I am in a happy, when I say I'm in a happy place, um, and I'm in a happy place.
Yeah.
And I know with Higher Calling, new music is coming. So just dropping, we're recording this year. So I'm gonna drop that. So we're recording Black Friday and doing that. And then, you know, I have our mentorship program, which is Lace Inc., Project Lace. So now I'm in a healthy space, so I can definitely birth that back up, reboot, and get back to my girls. We got Lemon Squeeze Music, which is a brand of for music. So when we do this next project, it'll be under Lemon Squeeze Music.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then of course the foundation, Kevin Lemon's foundation. So it's so many things on my plate.
Amazing.
So it's so many things. I'm just trying to be realistic and work it all at one time because I don't want to make a mess.
Well, I want you to know that not only am I proud of you, but God is proud of you and Kevin is proud of you.
Thank you.
And I want to see everything that comes to fruition be multiplied and blessed because this is your time. I literally told you before we started filming, like the world is literally about to watch you rise because it's your time, it's your season. Like we are now waiting for you to take center stage, and this is your time. This is your time. If you could look and tell our camera one last thought or an encouragement, what would you tell the audience?
If I can leave anything with you, it would be to push. That is my thing. Push. We always say we use the acronym pray until something happens. No, I'm pushing you to persevere till something happens, praise until something happens, persevere till something happens. Put that P, whatever that P is in front of it, until something happens.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Tiunna, for being with us.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Yo, we have had a time here at Enjoy the Journey. Oh my God. Please make sure you follow Tiunna Lemons, follow Kevin Lemons and Higher Calling. They got some great things coming out. And Black Friday. Oh my God. Could you tell us more about the recording?
Listen, you actually hearing it here first. So
Oh, I done told. So so y'all follow her social media. And guess what? You'll be hearing some great things coming soon. All right. Love y'all.
Oh, thank you.